What's up everybody, and welcome to a new video on my channel. As you may not know or just saw the last video, thank you for 150 plus subs, and hopefully we can keep going on. Anyways, if you don't know me or know a little bit about me, I'm a sucker for My Little Pony since I grew up watching it. And one of my favorite artists on TikTok, AnxietyMonstrr, please go check them out, link in the description, has created their own version of the MLP virus. I have seen this so many times on my FYP pages. There's so many My Little Pony infections. History is definitely repeating itself because I grew up with the grim dark version before the infection series was even a thing. So grim dark My Little Pony stories like Rainbow Factory and Cupcakes were my cup of tea. Then you got Smile HD, which we should not or never will talk about ever again. So anyways, this is the Cookie Virus by AnxietyMonstrr in the stages. And a journal entry by, pretend that's ketchup and not blood. Oh, Twilight. I'll turn that down. Beginning stages. Pony is somewhat sane but very hungry to crave the cookies. They were infected with more than anything and are desperate to do anything more for earlier signs. To do more for any, or desperate to do anything more. I cannot English for God knows why. Earliest sign is rainbow muzzle, permanent smile and slash frown. Rainbow muzzle, you can see on Twilight, blown pupils, run, going blind possibility. Second stage. I thought there's real eyes in that because it looks like it. Second stage, Pony sanity is declining. They can still speak, but can't stop thinking about hunger. They are extremely desperate for cookies, so much so they start chasing down anything living in case they have cookies in their stomach. Their mouths and stomach begin to rot, hair and feathers begin to fall out. Losing feathers and hair, slash mane slash tail, stretched mouth. Stretching induces skin tearing. I hate those eyes. I don't like those eyes. Why does every infection series I've seen always see like hyper-realistic eyes? It's fucking creepy. Sunken eyes, blind, incredible sense to smell, skinny slash hungry. Mutations begin to differ for every pony in this case, stretching limbs. Third stage, sanity is gone. They can no longer speak and only make desperate sounds of hunger and anger. They begin eating ponies, hoping for a sweet taste to satisfy their needs. Their mouths are starting to stretch slash droop, depending on if they're mutated with a smile or frown. They are dangerously skinny. Different parts of their bodies begin to stretch and change depending on the pony. Manes and tail have shed. The pony is unrecognizable besides the cutie mark, and that's definitely Twilight because alicorn. I can see what she kind of looks like. Final stage. Something. Pony is something can't even tell any, but has. It's kind of hard to read a little bit. I am trying my best, but yeah. At that point, just run. On to the next part. This is Rainbow Dash's journal, surviving the cookie virus. This is all my fault. I'm not the type to keep a journal, but Rarity says writing down your thoughts can help your nerves and keep your thoughts straight. Right now, me, AJ, Rarity, and the CMCs are hiding out in the Sweet Apple Acres barn. We've barricaded all the windows and doors, but we can't stay here forever. We're all fine, just pretty shaken up. Applejack is looting the barn, finding anything we can eat or use as weapons. She refuses to look at me or even speak to me. Alright, I got text messages on my phone, which is next to me right now. Birdie is panicking, that's obvious, but she's trying to calm down her and sister. Poor Sweetie Belle isn't taking any of this well. She hasn't stopped crying since we got here. Album is trying to comfort Sweetie Belle and help AJ, but Scootaloo also isn't speaking to me. I don't really blame her. That's definitely Fluttershy because of the hair, tail, and Twilight. That's creepy. All that's left in Pointville, as I know, we gave every pony those horrible cookies. All I can see when I close my eyes is Twilight's twisted grin and Fluttershy's drooping frown. I don't want to think about them. Understandable. Pinkie Pie was the first pony who ate a cookie, but I haven't seen her anywhere. She wasn't at Sugar Cube Corner with the poor Cake family. Those little Cake twins. What have I done? I'll go back. The Cookie Writer stages, frowning ponies. Journal entry by something. Can't make what that word is out. Beginning stage, same as Smiling Pony. Pony still has some sanity but is very hungry. All they talk about is how much they need the cookies. They were infected with earliest signs of infection is rainbow muzzle, permanent smile shows frown. Unlike Smiling Pony, pupils are dilated and begin to sink. Permanent drooping jaw. Lovely. Second stage, Pony Sandy's declining. They can still speak, but all they seem to mumble is the word cookies. They are extremely desperate for cookies, so much so they start chasing down anything living at this stage. They often find and eat small animals, though if confronted by a pony, they won't hesitate to attack their mounts. If some begin to rot, hair and feathers fall out. Drooping jaw, reduced tearing skin, sunken eyes possibly blind. Oh, that's drawn. I thought that was realistic when I first saw this. Okay. Third stage, sanity is completely gone. Pony can no longer speak, can only make desperate sound of hunger and anger. They begin strictly targeting ponies, hoping for a sweet taste to satisfy their needs. Unlike Twilight, who I observed in the past, Fluttershy seems to droop downward instead of growing taller. Do all frowning ponies mutate this way? I'm unsure, but it's dangerous for me to find out. Manes and feathers have completely shed. Ponies left unrecognizable besides the kicking mark. Eyes, she keeps staring at me, drooping / stretching neck. An unhinged jaw, and possibly no teeth. Oh, that's lovely. Final stage, Pony is beyond recognition. Can't even call it a pony anymore. Blind, God, baby, but has incredible hearing and sense of smell. Breathing is rapid and rigid. It is very hungry. It will lunge and attack at any noise or scent of blood. Stay indoors and lock the doors. Going outside is guaranteed death. I think she can see me. Can she see me? She sees me. Boy. Shadows. Rainbow Dash Journal. Surviving the Cookie Virus Part 2. We camped out in the barn for only 2 nights before we were spotted. We heard an awful groaning sound, and I took a peek outside, and a mangled and grinning Granny Smith was slowly approaching the barn. Luckily, she was far away enough for us to have time to pack up a wagon of supplies and book it out the back door. AJ and I pulled the cart with every pony inside, but even with two of the fastest ponies in Ponyville running in sync, an awful thudding sound was echoing behind us. Granny was chasing us. Apple Bloom started crying. That's my Granny, she's family, we had to help her. I took a look at AJ and she had tears in her eyes. That ain't our family no more, Sugar Cube. We didn't know where we were headed, but it had to be far away from Gurney and far away from Ponyville. But we were suddenly cut off by a creature jumping in front of us. It was hard to tell who it was in the moment, but from Applejack's guttural scream, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm positive it was Big Macintosh, or what used to be, at least. In the effort to get away from him, AJ and I took a violent swerve right, tumbling down a steep hill. It was a really hard fall. Everyone fell out of the wagon, and the thing crushed us into a big apple tree, and the massive chunks of the wagon crushed my wing, and another fell on AJ's leg. My wing hurts like hell, and it was all twisted in ways it shouldn't be, but there was no time to shake it off. We had to go. Rarity levitated all the supplies she could, and AJ and I carried the CMCs on our backs. AJ was limping harshly with every step, but she was in such a blind panic I'm not sure she even realized she was hurt. AJ led the way and showed us to a little wooden shed in the middle of the orchard. AJ said that part of the orchard was so far from the barn they built a little shed to hold extra supplies. It was small and uncomfortable. Everyone was pressed up against either a basket or a shovel. But AJ reassured us it was only until morning, and when those things were gone, our family. I could barely sleep. My wing. Pinkie Pie starts staring at me. Oh, it definitely looks like Pinkie's eye. I could barely sleep. My wing felt broken, and I'm sure Applejack's isn't any better condition. Plus, I couldn't get Granny's face out of my head or Apple Bloom's cries. So I decided to be lookout, staying awake and listening or watching for any close. My thing, I couldn't hear anything all night. Not Hoofstad's heavy breathing or anything. Well, I'm sure we were all safe. I couldn't help the feeling that we were being watched. Grandma Dash's Journal: Surviving the Cookie Virus, Part 3. I must have fallen asleep is that over at? Oh, that's at some point, because I woke up to Rarity's nudging my shoulder. It was morning and everyone was awake. Applejack said it was okay to leave. We each grabbed a basket and looked and loaded them with apples for the time being. They'd be our only food source. I had barely picked 5 apples when I heard Rarity shriek. Without much thinking, I ran to her. She was holding up a magical gem shield and pushing back what used to be Big Mac. He was thrashing. I can't fucking English. Thrashing and gargling, and Rarity's magic was fading. What should I do? What could I do? That's Pinkie. Definitely Pinkie. Before I could act, some pony lunged into the scene, whipping out a powerful flashlight and shining in Big Mac's eye sockets. Big Mac howled and took a few dizzy steps away. The pony yelled, "Get the Crusaders and follow me." The 3 of us ran, AJ being the only one still carrying her apple basket. Rarity and I carried the Crusaders. In a blind panic, we followed this pony until we were out of breath and ensured we weren't followed. We only stopped when AJ collapsed to the ground. The pony turned to help her, and that's when I got a good look at her. Holy crap. Pinkie. I jumped on Pinkie's for a But she shoved me away. This confused me because I never seen fucking English. Because I never been denied a hug from Pinkie Pie. But she did look a lot different as she helped AJ to her hooves. I got a good look at her. She had her hair down, multiple scars on her body, and her mouth was rainbow. I'm not infected, Pinkie said. And I'm looking at Fluttershy's cottage. Let's go. AJ ended up ditching the apple basket, and Pinkie carried her on her back. Pinkie Pie led us to Fluttershy's. Fluttershy's, oh darling, this is mean. Gertie seems overjoyed, but Pinkie sighed. No. She's gone too, but she also not home. Hasn't been for a while. Her cottage is far away enough from Ponyville that I've been bunkering there for a little while. Well, a little while now. When we got to Fluttershy's, it was just Pinkie, as Pinkie said, empty. Not even a single animal, but there's a lot of body chunks on the ground of what used to be Shy's critters. I wonder if Fluttershy did this. Pinkie led us to Fluttershy's basement and ground a medical kit bandaging up AJ's leg before she did the same to my wing. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know if you'll heal right. I'm sorry. It's cool, I replied. My wing hurt, but it felt better. In the sling. Now I need answers from you, Pinkie. We can't keep secrets during this. What happened to you? Are you infected? Pinkie looked around the room and sighed. Can I speak to you alone? I wanted to argue, but tell her whatever she had to say, she could say it to every pony. But the way she spoke was suddenly soft. She sounded on the verge of tears, so I agreed. We made our way upstairs and quietly looked through all of the windows to make sure we hadn't been followed. Pinkie sighed and turned to me, tears welling up in her eyes. Oh, Rainbow, this is all my fault. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Cookie Virus by AnxietyMonstrr. I have recorded this multiple times before, and hopefully this is a good take. So that could be any sound, because for fuck's sake, for some reason it's too loud. I want to have sound in the background, but nope. I thought I heard something, not gonna lie, in my house. But yeah, no sound. And I'm just gonna read off this. This is part 6, and this is part 4 for Rainbow Dash's journal. And to say thank you for the recent support on my last 2 infection videos. I know a lot of you in the comments say, like, turn down the sound, like, thank you for noticing that, because I thought the sound was pretty good in the background, but at the same time, like, that might be too loud, because when I'm recording it, it doesn't sound loud to me, but for you guys, it might sound loud, so, yeah, sorry about that. So, no sound for the next 2 parts, and, well, some of y'all wanted part 2 for, this virus. And, well, you're gonna get your part 2. And we're also gonna cover, my little outbreak as well, since it's like 1 part and this doesn't have like 2 types of memes in it. So this one has a meme. The other one doesn't have a meme, but it's just like what happened after Fluttershy was at what's it called? Discord's cottage? I mean, not his cottage, his house, his dimension. But right now we're gonna cover Cookie Virus. So Rainbow Dash's journal. Trigger warning, character death, as you can see in the comments, feel like right here. Obligatory bite of 87 jokes. Well, we're gonna see why there's a lot of bite of 87, bite of 83s, and, well, a couple meme jokes in here. So yeah. Last part, Pinkie found the gang, and Pinkie took them to Fluttershy's cottage. So, I was shocked. Pinkie just admitted that this virus was entirely her fault, but I thought it was my own. No, Pinkie, it can't be. I was the one who fed every pony those cookies. I fed everyone those cookies. Tears were streaming down Pinkie's face, so I could tell this wasn't a time to argue, even if I wanted to take all the blame. She continued to explain herself. I'm sure AJ told you. you by now that this was meant to be a terrible prank on you, to one up you. It was all my idea. No, Pinky. When you came to me with the idea to prank the whole entire town with those Rainbow Joe cookies, I came up with the idea to prank you into thinking we'll all become zombies from eating them. But after you fed me that first cookie, I felt odd. It was hard to explain what the feeling was, but more than anything, I felt ill. But I was too determined to get you back. This was the perfect chance. I forced everyone in Ponyville to buy at least 1 or 2 boxes of cookies, even convincing those who didn't want the cookies to participate. I ignored how sick those cookies made me in order to one-up you. And now I've murdered everyone in Ponyville. Pinky crumbled to the floor in tears. Despite her apology, I still didn't believe she had anything to apologize for. I knelt down and wrapped her in my good wing. Oh, Pinky, none of this is your fault. It's not like you made those cookies. There's no way you could have known. Pinky sniffled. Right, but I've been wondering, what did you put in those cookies that made ponies become this? I blinked at Pinky. I didn't make the cookies. Don't you remember? I said I special ordered them from someone in Canterlot. I didn't want to order them for Sugar Cube Corner or else it ruined the prank. Pinky perked up at that. Confusion now on her face. But if you didn't make those cookies, who did? We were interrupted by a horrible sound outside. Help! Help me! Instinctively, Pinky and I made it back down into Fluttershy's basement. Our sudden entrance startled everyone inside. Scootaloo spoke. What? What happened? Pinky immediately shushed her. And we listened. Help. Please. She sees me. Applebloom gasped. That's a pony. There's a pony out there. Applebloom started running up the stairs. Before AJ grabbed her by the tail. No, Applebloom. Applebloom yanked herself away from her sister. There's a pony out there who needs help. Our family is gone, AJ. Just like you said, I have to help anybody before it's too late. Before any of us could grab her, Applebloom was running up the stairs and outside. Applebloom stopped. AJ just desperately fuck off. Desperately, I said it once. Desperately screamed as her sister ran away. Instantly, every pony was yelling after Applebloom as the cries for help outside continued. It sounded like a male pony, one I recognized for sure. Applebloom burst out of Fluttershy's cottage and turned the corner where the cries were coming from, and that was not a pony. That was not a pony. Help. Help. Oh boy. I just got fucking chills. I just got chills again. Doesn't matter how many times I record this, I just got chills. The is tearing into my soul. And somebody said in the comments, that looks like Fluttershy. Don't forget to zoom in on the eyes. And the obligatory was that the bite of A7 jokes. Help. 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 Oh, I hate that. Oh no, Applebloom. And the obligatory bite of 87 jokes here. Insert Markiplier's is that the bite of 87 jokes here.
Was that the bite of 87?
Good old post editing. So, there's a meme that'll go with this. I'm gonna be quiet. Because for some unknown fucking reason, when I talk, you cannot hear me over the sound, even though I have it down. I don't know why TikTok is just like that. Anyways, hopefully this doesn't get me copyrighted, so I'll be back in a couple of seconds. So, meme. No, wrong way. Wrong way. Fucking hell. Wrong way. Whoopsies. I was on the... meme. There we go. Get up. I'm back. Oh boy, that was foul. Now you're foul for this. Was that the bite of 87? So bitter, happy, I am grieving. Respect his apple bloom in the chat. Mega part 5, I thought this was it. You're wrong for that. I love the whole thing. Please keep it up. I'm here for it. Aren't we all? We're all here for it. AnxietyMonstrr, please make some more parts. Now on to Nugget the Cats. Because this one is short. There's only like one part that they made so far for like the new one. So they were reading markers over here and like just drawing Twilight. So here's the new part. For My Little Outbreak, friendship is gone. I turn on sounds for that one. So yeah, friendship is gone. And well, you see they have blood on them. Twilight and Pinky have blood on their bodies. Pinky, how did this happen? I don't know. One of them was infected disguised as a normal pony. Normal pony, yes, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. They did. All of them are dead. Every pony is dead. We were gone for 10 minutes. How could this happen? It's not safe here. We need to leave, Twilight. And Celestia is coming to the fray. She's battling the infected up in the sky who can fly. So yeah, that's My Little Outbreak. That's the one part that we covered. Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to the cookie virus. Last time we covered part 6 on where Apple Bloom got her head chomped off. For some reason I cannot say that word. But anyways, I digress. We're here because part 6 is dropped yesterday. Friday. Well, this is part 6, like, correction, part 7. I meant part 7 because we're on part 6 right now. This is where we left off, where Fluttershy came around the corner. Apple Bloom saw said Fluttershy and ensued the bite of 87 jokes. And well, ensue meme here. Oh, sorry, that's funny. Yeah, insert the bite of 87 jokes here. Respect to Apple Blues in chat. So yeah, we're on to part 7 that dropped a couple days, well, like I said, yesterday. As you can see, I kinda had the sound off because it's a pain in my ass to figure out the sound, so post-editing sound again. I'm sorry, but it is what it is, so let's get into part 7. Rainbow Dash's journal, trigger warning, character death and blood. Surviving the cookie virus, part 5, and Scootaloo's and Rainbow's wings. Oh, technically, wing. Yeah, that's Fluttershy. that's a Fluttershy. Oh, the eyes. Shoo! Now we're bites. The scream that came out of Applejack was the worst thing I ever heard. There was nothing we could do but watch as Apple Bloom was devoured. Even Pinky was too paralyzed to do anything. Things couldn't get any worse. Then Sweetie Belle started charging. The creature, Rarity screamed, mimic Applejack's. Sweetie Belle horn lit up and I could tell she was trying to blind the creature as Pinky once did. But as soon as her horn lit up, it went out. Sweetie Belle got bite of 87, y'all. I didn't even read that because I'm fucking laughing at the comment. How do we try that again? Sweetie Belle got bite of 87. Damn. And then this right here. See, now why did Sweetie Belle do that? She was trying to save her best friend from being eaten. Jesus. Sweetie Belle got to play 87. There's gonna be a lot of Final 87 jokes here. Oh man. Pinky was behind Sweetie, and then whipping out her own flashlight and successfully stunning the creature. The horrible thud of Sweetie Belle's lifeless body was such a sickening noise. Pinky didn't say anything, but as soon as the creature was stunned, we were shoved back inside the cottage. Why didn't you do anything? Applejack was screaming at Pinky. Pinky hushed Applejack by putting her hoof over her mouth, but AJ immediately shoved her away. Applejack jumped on Pinky and had her pinned. You could have saved her. Both of them. Why didn't you pull out your stupid little flashlight then? Would you keep your voice down? She can hear us from down here. I don't give an apple tree's roots about keeping quiet. Our sisters are dead. Scootaloo started sobbing. I was surprised when she buried her face in my chest, as she was clearly angry with me before, but I wrapped my wing around her in a comforting way. Already happened. Applejack, Pinky is right. We need to wait until we're safe. What good are we to our sisters if we're also dead? Applejack hesitated before letting Pinky go. The next few hours were silent besides the horrible crunching outside. Once it was silent and we were sure we were alone, Rarity found her voice. So, what do we do now? Everyone looked at Pinky. She sighed and kept her head down. Ponyville is done for. And at this rate, an infected will start leaving this town and invading the rest of Equestria. We obviously need the help. From the princesses? I spoke up, but Candlelight is so far away, there's no way we can leave Ponyville without getting. I trailed off thinking about Appleboom and Sweetie Belle. Who else do we have to go to? Besides, you said you ordered those cookies from a bakery in Candlelight, right? If we make it there, maybe we can also find the culprit. Applejack made eye contact with me, the first she had in a long time. Wait, you didn't make those cookies? I shook my head. I could tell Scootaloo was also relieved by the news, though I still feel like this was all my fault. But how do we get to Candlelight? The fastest way there is by flight, and my wing is busted. How about train? Applejack suggested. Oh, I doubt that. The train still runs through here after all of this. She's right. We all looked at Pinky. The train is the best option. I tried escaping on the train days ago, but it had long been abandoned and the conductor eaten. If we can't get that train running again, we can make it to Candlelight. Epilogue: Pinky survival tips. Fluttershy, one of the first infected, returned to her cottage after days of being missing. She lured out her victims by mimicking the voices of a pony she had eaten. I identified this voice to be Dr. Hooves. I suspect the doctor was the reason she was missing, but let his guard down and got himself eaten. If you hear a pony calling for help, ignore it and get indoors as soon as you can. Summary: frowning ponies mimic the screams of their victims. Yeah. So, I know this is a little short, but that'll probably be it for right now until next week, in which we'll be probably doing random games until the cookie writers, because I seem you guys like the cookie writers as much as I do because of their art style, and well, let's not replay it just for the memes. You know I had to do it. You know I had to do it. Oh, how I love doing dumb shit like this sometimes. But anyways, this is gonna be the last My Little Pony virus for a while. Unless we get updates with the cookie writers, because I am enjoying this more and more as time goes on. So yeah, very much a short video today than usual because we cover a long series. The first part wasn't long because this was out before I made the video. But anyways, yeah, go check out AnxietyMonstrr page, which will be in the link in the description down below. And always remember, well, Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom got you have to bite at 87. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Peace.
Was that the bite of 87?